everyone, good morning. So look, here we are back at the same spot as last week, sitting outside the pub with this gorgeous Jacaranda in the background. Look at that. And it's another beautiful morning. I think we've got about 5 minutes before official start time, so say hi, let me know who's here. I need to bring it in closer to see the screen, so otherwise I have it out like that and you can see the pub. And as I said last week, I've got to get better at doing this in-camera stuff to make best use of our plans for next year, because I'm going to be doing a lot of YouTubing when we get to Southeast Asia next year. Hi Rose, good morning. Hi Michelle, lovely to see you. You're here live, yes, welcome. And hi Lisa, g'day, how's it going? So look at this, look, my grey hair shines in the sunlight. Let's turn this camera around, I'll show you where I'm sitting. So here we go, we've got the lovely Hunter River. Hi Anne. Welcome. So we're sitting here by the banks of the Hunter River in Raymond, Terrace, which is about 30 kilometres from Newcastle. And here, look, just beautiful. I've been sitting here watching fish jumping in the river here. And there's little birds flitting around. You can possibly hear them. On the other side of the river there's cows. You can hear them every now and again as well. There we go. Just looking up along the Hunter River. And it's going to be 30 degrees today, apparently, here in Raymond Terrace. Hi Cynthia. Have you got echo? Can everyone let me know how their sound is? Is it just Cynthia's end, or is this a problem from my end? Let me know if the sound is good. Hi Sarah, good morning. So yeah. Hi Joanne. It's a little windy, yeah. I've got my muffle on, let me show you. I've got my little muffle on my microphone, which is hopefully keeping the wind down, the crackle noise across the microphone down. Yeah, it's going to be hot today. So we've got, I think they said it's 19 at the moment, 19 degrees here in Raymond Terrace, and heading for 30 degrees. It'll be cooler where we are when we get back over towards Nelson Bay, but we're going to Newcastle first today. We've got work to do on the granny flat, so, and trying to organise some tradies for Lauren's place as well. I'm just trying to get that Jacaranda in the background. There we go. If you're watching on computer, make sure you don't have two tabs open. Oh, that's interesting to know, Anne. I didn't even know that. Two lids. Oh, you don't want that. You definitely don't want that. One of me is enough. By any stretch of the imagination. All right, I'm going to stand up. I've been sitting on this sandstone block. So here, let's turn this around. So we've got this little sandstone wall here. I was just sitting on that to get started, and we'll start a minute early. That's okay. Let me just get out of this fellow's way. And we start off where we did last week with this gorgeous Jacaranda right outside the pub here. Now, anyone who wasn't with me last week, or even if you were, we're going to do things slightly differently today. Still, of course, walk around and look at the beautiful Jacarandas. But Richard's going to catch up with me at some point, or I'll find my way back to the car, and we're going to drive over to where the flying fox colony is. And that's just... It's not very far from here. It's about 3 blocks up the road from here. Something just quite amazing, this local flying fox colony. So we're going to make our way over and have a look at that at the end of the Jacaranda walk. Hi Catherine, lovely to see you. All right, so let's start walking. I'm going to walk along the riverfront for a little way. And just as a reminder, Raymond Terrace, small town, just upriver from Newcastle. lot of the industry around here was related to either timber, dairy, or just plying craft up and down the river when the river was still used as a main form of transport. So I was even hoping, I mean, I doubt it, I really don't think so, but I was actually hoping, I wonder if you'd see platypus around here. These little birds that are flying around, they're called welcome swallows. Do you see that one right on the corner there? And there's another one flying in front of the camera. Have you lost me, Rose? Cynthia, 2 Lins. Oh no, please don't tell me you've lost me. I'm checking my signal. All looks fine from this end. All good here. Okay, Lisa. Thanks for letting us know. Oh gosh, I hate technology and how unreliable it is. Do you know, yesterday I woke up 4 o'clock in the morning and I had nothing on my phone, nothing at all. And it turns out that our second largest internet provider, Optus, had an outage for something like 14 hours. Look, here we've got the speedboat. What a skier. He's backwards. He's actually riding backwards. I think. Is that what he's doing? Yeah, so our internet was out all day yesterday. 14 hours we had no internet. What a shocker. I felt so lost. So yeah, being without internet these days, can you imagine 20 years ago? That just wasn't a thing. Nowadays you just can't function. So we've got these lovely painted poles that decorate or adorn the walkway along the riverbank here. So this one's a riverboat captain, and we can see there it says Raymond Terrace riverboat on top of his cap. And he's the captain. We rely on it so much, don't we? We sure do, Michelle. Oh, Lena, it's already hard living in a house with no Wi-Fi, but to actually have no 4G as well. And our local club, now, for those of you that don't really know or understand Australian culture, we have these places called clubs, and we can have like football clubs or RSL clubs or bowling clubs, and they are huge organizations. They're really big, and they serve alcohol and meals, and they have a poker machine area, and they also have free Wi-Fi. And the local club near where we're living, which is called West's Diggers, they're getting to know us really well, because I tell you, I'm there every second night just to use the Wi-Fi, and probably consuming more wine than I should be. I get about 2 hours every second day just down at the local club just to use their Wi-Fi. Okay, you lost it too, Sarah. What a pain, guys. All right, so I think we've officially ticked over time. We've probably gone way past the start time, so why don't I turn the camera around and do the official thing. Let's see, we're standing here under this lovely jacaranda. Hi again, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to the Jacaranda tour. So as I said, we're going to do much the same as we did last week. Just wander along the streets looking at the gorgeous jacaranda trees. But we're going to finish up that a little early and then head on over to the Flying Fox colony, which is only a couple of blocks down the road from here. So we'll jump in the car, Richard will drive us over there, and we'll head on over and have a look at the Flying Fox colony. But before we begin, I'd just like to acknowledge that we're meeting today on the traditional lands of the Awabakal and the Warramai people, and pay my respects to their elders, past, present and emerging. All right, so let's turn this around. Here's this speedboat again, this water skier. He's down. Oh yeah, he's down. All right, so the beautiful Hunter River is where we start our walk today. And it's a gorgeous morning. And all around us, we're surrounded by a carpet of purple as we walk. And here we have another of these painted poles, and this one depicts the song lines. So it's local Indigenous art depicting the song lines, and what you have here is a path between camp places. So these round circular depictions would be good places to camp, and this is meaningful to those who understand the language that it's represented in. So this would be the river, and then around this side here, if I recall correctly, I think there's a dolphin. Yep, there it is. Is it a dolphin? I think it's a dolphin. Okay. And then we have the rainbow serpent also represented, and the rainbow serpent is like the creator. It's the creation story in the local Indigenous stories or yarns, and the dreamtime telling that I know very little about and would not try to interpret incorrectly what it all means. But just looking up close, they look like they're handmade tiles, possibly made by school children. And here we can hear some cows in the background, along with some magpies. So it's really quite lovely, isn't it? Look at this. Each tile definitely, absolutely handmade and unique. Oh, don't want my shadow on it. Go away. Really beautiful. I love the blue. The blue next to the orange. So I'm guessing that these have all been made by school children. There's a shell. That's a painted shell over there. Alrighty, so let's keep walking. Well, here's some pretty ones in the purple section. I've got a fish. There we go. I don't think people slow down enough and look at the fine details. That's where the surprises are found, in my opinion. Okay, so moving away from the river now, we'll head up this street. There's some pretty cottages along here. Wouldn't be a bad spot to live, would it? Right across the road from the river. Got this pretty cottage here. And some more jacarandas, but we're going to see more of them as we head over towards the main street. Here's the milkman, the milk person. Scott's milk boats. So this person must have delivered milk up and down the river. Here's my thoughts on that. And over here behind the rotunda is this older style boat. I think maybe fishing. I really do not know what this boat's purpose is, except for the fact that it makes a pretty picture sitting here on the edge of the river. Gorgeous. Alrighty, so it's a pretty little town. I had never visited Raymond Terrace prior to about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and happened to stumble on the fact that it is known for its jacarandas, which immediately grabbed my attention. So that's when I decided to come here and check the town out for myself. It's one of those towns that sits on the main road and you drive straight past it going somewhere else. So it's been a real delight for me to actually take the time to pull into this lovely town and investigate it further. Alright, so we're going to have a look at some of the Jacaranda flowers. This one's a little bit high. I think this is the one we looked at last week. There are others that are lower down, so get to a spot where the sun's not right in our face and we can start looking up at these beautiful, look, they're still so beautiful. I was worried that maybe they might not still be quite so good this week. Maybe they'd start to lose all their blossoms, but they're still looking pretty gorgeous. Okay, so anyone who wasn't on my tour last week or doesn't know what a Jacaranda flower looks like, let's have a look. So that's the individual bloom there, and you can see that it's shaped to attract. So the nectar must be right down the bottom here is my guess, and it's shaped in such a way that the birds or insects have to get past those stamen with the pollen on them to get down to the nectar. So that's my guess anyway, just from watching lots of nature shows. I'm definitely not an expert, but look how gorgeous it is. Look how beautiful. Okay, so we're going to keep walking. We've got lots of these trees to see, and we want to get up there and have a look right up the avenue where there's a tunnel, a purple tunnel. I can already feel the warmth hitting my forehead. It is going to be a warm day today. What are we? It's not quite, I think it's about 8:45 in the morning. So you can already feel the heat in the day. It's about to come out. So we'll head across the road here. We literally have 3 main streets of Jacarandas. It does look beautiful against the sky, doesn't it, Joanne? It looks absolutely gorgeous. Get over here to the middle. We'll look back down towards the river first and then head across the road. So there we go, there's the band rotunda or whatever it's called down the bottom there, with the Jacaranda on the bank of the river, looking rather beautiful. And I apologise that this tour wasn't on the calendar. I'm glad you all managed to find me. I changed the date of last week and this week's tours a couple of times due to both illness on my part and weather, and in so doing managed to miss getting today's one on the calendar, which was a bit of a shame, but never mind. You all found me, which is fantastic. So across the road here we have Anzac Park, and then alongside Anzac Park we have Jacaranda Avenue, which is this one here. And I'm going to wait till these cars move out of the way. Yep, good, safe to go. Okay, you got to be careful. It rained a lot last night, so the paths are slippery, and then with all the purple flowers on the ground, there is the chance of slipping, so we do need to be a little careful. So this park is devoted to the Anzacs, which, if you're not aware, the Anzac stands for Australian New Zealand Armed Corps, and came out of the First World War. So these memorials, this one is a tribute to those who served in World War I and gave their lives. And then we have on this side the Boer War, which obviously predates World War I. On this side we have a dedication to those who served in World War II. And then on this side is a continuation, I think, of World War II. Yes, and the Korean War. So there's a mention of the Korean War there as well. Oh, and Vietnam War. So we've got down the bottom there the Korean War and the Vietnam War. So we can see the dedications to all those wars and those from this area who served in those battles. And then on Anzac Day itself, we would have services held in this park in front of the stylised representation of the rising sun. And as I mentioned, the club that we visit every second day, at 6 o'clock every afternoon, they ask everyone to stand and face the west while they read the ode, the remembrance ode. And that's this here. They shall not grow old as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them, lest we forget. And I did get a chance to do a tour for tomorrow, which is Remembrance Day, the 11th of November. And I also didn't get a chance to bring up my tour from last year on that day where I visited the Anzac Memorial in Sydney. I would have liked to have had that up as a recording in time for tomorrow, but I just, with all my internet challenges, I haven't had a chance to do that. So in preparation for tomorrow, I guess we'll treat this as taking our moment to remember. Okay, so this is Anzac Park. Let's head up Jacaranda Avenue. And I just can't see the screen momentarily. I'll get to, I think I noticed a couple of comments moved up the screen, so I'll get to those in a moment. So that's looking back down Adelaide Street. And then when I get over here to the middle, we'll look up along this purple tunnel of jacarandas. Here we are. So pretty, isn't it? Hi Inga, hi Tina. Lovely to see you. Thanks for coming along. And we're going to be very careful about the cars that are turning corners. We're going to try and get a shot up this street, but there's a bit of traffic around at the moment, so let's let some of these cars pass first. How are we going? It's another one. All right, I think I'm good to go. All right, I'm going to move over to the left-hand side. Okay. Isn't it fantastic? And I do want to get that shot right in the middle of the street, so we're just going to do it. We're going to grab it as quickly as possible, while still being safe and aware of the traffic. So here we go. See, I literally jumped in front of a car there. The things I do for you guys. No, there was no sign of him when I stepped on the road. Hi, Lindsay. Tilts up a bit. Yeah, definitely. Right, now the cars are gone. I'm going to go skyward completely. Let's go. There. Okay. All right, now let's go up again. Don't get knocked down. No, I won't, Sarah. Isn't it beautiful? And once again, we've been so lucky with the skies. I was expecting rain. I kept watching the weather app this morning and it said 20% chance of rain at 9 o'clock. And then it disappeared. It's like it was looking out for us. Okay, we're going to cross the road again. We're going to go do the same thing back across the middle. So let me just check on the traffic. Right, there's a car coming now, so we'll wait a moment. Okay, let's go. Okay, I'm zooming in really quickly. Oh, damn it there. There we go. I'm getting those money shots for you guys. My ability to look out from the back of my head is improving. Tina, I'm not exactly certain. I think it's only a matter of weeks. I've been kind of hanging out since the middle of October for it to be at its best. Look at this. Look at the ground here. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try and get down really low and see if we can, my knees allowing. Please, knees, be kind. Let me do this. Okay, let me see. Okay, tilt up a bit. Does that work? I think it does. Okay. I think at the maximum, at their best, probably about 3 weeks. A month at the most. So this is definitely at the height of it now. I'm actually checking out the bunches of flowers to see if there's any indication of new buds that still haven't opened. But I think we're fully maxed. I think the buds are all open now. And when the breeze picks up, you just get the occasional purple bloom falling. So it's like purple rain. Okay, let's head up here, across the road. I'm keeping an eye on the time because I do want to get you over to that flying fox colony. So I will take a very short, we're only going to do a short walk today. In fact, what I think I'll do is just go up to the end of this street and back towards the car, so that we leave plenty of time to go over and see the flying foxes. I don't know, can you see the purple flowers falling now? So pretty. All right, how long have we been going for? Looks like we've been going for 30 minutes. So if we do end up going up to an hour, I'm sure you'll all be okay with that, won't you? Say yes, nod. All right, I'm going, rather than doing the full triangle, the full block, we'll just turn around up here and head back down this street, I think. All right, so it's still school zone. You can see here we've got the flashing lights for the school zone. That takes us up till 9:30, and it's around about 9 o'clock now. There's a school up ahead. And I'm going to cross over and head back down this street. Let's have a look at this one here. There, look at that. Too many cars. Come on, guys. Haven't you guys got other places to be? All right, here we go. Back down along this road. Here, look at this. Amazing, so gorgeous. I almost feel guilty walking on them. Alright, so that looks like it's a little medical centre or community health centre or something, which would explain why there's a fair bit of traffic around this area. We're going to head back down towards where the car's parked. Hopefully Richard will be there waiting for us, because it's a bit of a trek if I have to walk it over towards the Flying Fox colony. Don't worry, we'll get you there. We'll get you there. It's all been arranged. Can you show a flower up close? Yeah, sure, Tina. You might have jumped on after I already did that. So, yeah, definitely. Let me just find a really nice one. Where is it? Oh, here we go. This one looks pretty nice. All right. So that's what the flower looks like up close. Is it focusing? I'll try and get that focused for you. So you can see that it's shaped in such a way that the insects really need to go deep inside the flower to reach the nectar, presumably, and that would take them past the pollen as they go inside. I'm having trouble getting it to focus. Come on, focus. For some reason it's just not focusing at the moment. Okay, there's a few cars up ahead. This does still offer a really pretty angle though, doesn't it? So there's a few urban myths around the planting of the jacarandas and how they came to be in, first of all, Sydney, but also in some of the bigger towns. The jacaranda itself was brought to Australia in the late 1700s by a botanist who thought that he could propagate them from cuttings. They come from South America originally. Now, anyone who's ever had a jacaranda tree growing anywhere near their yard knows that you don't need to propagate them from cuttings. They self-seed readily from seed. In fact, some gardeners find them a bit of a nuisance. How's Richard's foot now? It's still sore, Sarah. He tried to put his walking boots on this morning and had trouble. So I persuaded him just to put his canvas shoes on. So yeah, it hurt. He heard it. So there was also an urban myth going around that one of the one of the maternity hospitals in Sydney, there was a matron giving out young trees to all new mothers. But no one has ever been able to verify that story. So as lovely as the story sounds, it's just a bit of an urban legend. The sure money's on the fact that it's probably just a myth. But there are definitely a lot of jacaranda trees in Sydney, and they just look beautiful at the moment. Now let me show you what the leaves of the tree look like close up. So this is the foliage of the jacaranda. I'm going to try and get it to stand still for you. Very delicate, very fern-like. Hi Adriana, lovely to see you. It's like a fern, yes. It's Fairy Tree Street. It's lovely. So here we are with the jacaranda flowers at the top and the leaves coming out, emerging beneath. There's still a few little buds there that haven't opened, but not very many. I don't know if you can see, where is it? Where's that one I'm looking at? Yeah, about there. That's a really good question, Tina, and I would only be guessing. I couldn't tell you, I'm sorry, I don't know how old they are. They look well established, so I'm guessing probably at least 40 years old, but as I said, it's just a guess. So over here we have a street sign that shows, stop it, I've got a screen came up, stop it, Jacaranda Avenue and Glenelg Street. Now Glenelg, I don't know why it's named that. Glenelg is actually a suburb of Adelaide, so I'm not sure why the street is named Glenelg Street. And then here we have the pines that are growing down the main street here. Palms, not pines, silly me. There's another little van coming along here, so I'll just wait till it passes before I cross over. Oh, didn't notice that guy wanting to go. I'm creating the hazards for myself, aren't I? So this is a big supermarket we're standing next to here. Woolworths, BWS, Beer, Wine, Spirits, that's the bottle shop that it's attached to. I don't know who this fellow is, but he keeps waving to me. So looking up along the street here, and we can see the palm trees that line the middle of the street. All right, so there's lots of pubs in this town. We're passing the second of them right here. Just around the corner up ahead, Richard should be waiting for me in the car. Fingers crossed, everybody. Ready to take us over to see the Flying Fox Colony.
Righto. Because Greg Barlow truck me to do a leg out there. I have no doubt. So there should be plenty of room there.
And sorry, I can't read the text at the moment, the chat at the moment. The sun is making it difficult. Ah, here he is. There he is, he's just pulling up for us here. Okay, so we're going to hop in the car, go for a little ride. Hi.
Hi.
So, we're heading over to the flying fox colony. Hi Judy. And yes, Tina, the town is called Raymond Terrace. Let me just get my, it's alright, I got it. My seatbelt on to get rid of that annoying noise. So Michelle says, hi Richard.
Hi.
Sarah says, I used to work in Woolworths here in the UK. Oh yeah, okay. I'm not sure if that's the same Woolworths. Is it the same company? But there we go, there's Woolworths, Big W.
This is South Africa. It's Woolworths.
And we're just passing a Vinnie's over here. That's one of our, we call them op shops. What do you call them over there? It's not the same Woolworths. I didn't think it was, yeah.
So,
Okay. It's getting hot now. Alright, so just up ahead, one more block, and we're going to find a spot to park just over there. Jacaranda. Oh, look, there's a jacaranda. Tina says, this is so fun for going for a drive on the other side of the world. Ah, yeah, road trip, Tina. Inga says, palm trees make me think of cocktails and a sunny day in the pool. It's going to be sunny. It's going to be warm. I don't think we'll be near a pool today, though. All right, so we're just going to do a U-turn up here and park on the other side of the road. Yeah, just over there. Works for me. What's that crossing the road? Oh, it's an ibis. Why did the bin chicken cross the road? Yeah, so we're just going to get out somewhere here. And you picked the bumpiest part of the road to take us over. Okay, we're here. Great. Here we go. Now, we're just going to walk in here, and I can already see flying foxes right in front of us. So let's go straight over there and have a look. So this is a nationally significant flying fox colony, and what that basically means is, first of all, it is a permanent colony, so it's one that the flying foxes return to. Other colonies are only seasonal or they're temporary, so they might only use it once and then move on. So let's see. I'm going to find a spot where I can both look up at the tree here, zoom in, and read the chat. So here we go. Look at this. So we're here in an area where there's a waterway, so there's little islands and pools. And they estimate the numbers of flying foxes here to be somewhere in the, I think it's around about the 8,000. Oh, that's a fighter jet. I'm just trying to see it. Where is it? No, I didn't see it. We're quite close to a RAF base, Royal Australian Air Force base here, so we do get fighter jets going over occasionally. All right, now I want to get in closer so that we can get to see them. So, first of all, this is the grey-headed flying fox. We have 4 flying foxes in Australia. And this is the largest, so it's our largest bat. Australia has 90 different species of bat, but there's only 4 of them are the flying foxes, and they are fruit bats. They eat fruit, nectar, pollen. They also don't echolocate because they're not insect eaters, so they don't have that same little sort of funny nose shape that the echolocating bats do. Let's get around to a different position where I can hopefully get you a better shot. get in closer. So we are literally here on a main road, 3 blocks from this town centre. Oh, sorry, distraction. Squirrel, Rosella, Eastern Rosella, up in the tree here. All right, can we see it? Can you see that? There's 2 of them. Up there in the tree. Eastern Rosellas. All right, distraction. Let's move along because it's not very well in focus. That's a rainbow lorikeet. That's a different bird. Okay, so the apparently it can get to about 900 to 1,000 grams a kilo. Its wingspan can get up to 1 metre. All right, we're getting a lot of them here, but it's into the sun, so. And what we're hearing are the ibis, so they tend to compete. They're in sort of competing areas. I want to find a good shot where I can get in nice and close for you. Look at them all here. We can hear them. Well, there's a good one with its wing wrapped around it there on the right. Okay, is that in focus? Are you seeing that clearly? I'm going to try and move the camera with it zoomed in. So I need to be as steady as I can. That's a really good question, Joanne. I know they roost here. Sleeping as such, I'm guessing they probably do sleep, but oh, there's one with its wing open. And I just had a low battery signal, so I'm just going to try and sort this out for you. Might be a second, everyone. It might be a little bit shaky while I do it. In the meantime, I'm looking for bat wing open scenarios. Let's go this way. Rich is just shaking the camera while I plug in there. Okay, and there's a button on. Shit. Sorry, that wasn't me. I didn't say that. There's a button on the side here we need to press. That's what I was trying to get. Sorry, guys. All right, now let's try that again. So the problem is I'm into the sun here. So let's try and find a spot where I can be away from the sun, not looking directly. Oh, this is better. All right, let's go back to looking this way. If I can get one with the sun shining through its wings, it just looks amazing. So I can't predict what they're going to do. It's pretty loud, Tina. It is. It's really noisy. Lots of squawking going on. All right, so I'm just going to slowly pan down and let you try and get glimpses of them as I pan. And then we'll go and see if there's a better spot, because there's a lot of clutter in front of the frame here. Okay, here we go. Maybe over this side. I'd like to get in close on one of the faces if I can. There's one having a good old stretch there in the middle. Tina, I don't believe they feed in these trees. They're mainly she oaks or casuarinas here. So they're the flowers are only quite small. They're seed producers. And my understanding is that they feed at night. All right, so we're going to just move around this way a little. Just a few more minutes. Let's see if I can get some interesting shots around here. Go around this way. Whew. So you can see we're next to a main road, busy main road. We've got industry over here. We've got smash repairers and light industry. And there's even a McDonald's just up the road there. All right, so maybe over here. Yeah, I'm just conscious of which direction the sun's coming from. Okay, look over here. There's just hundreds of them. Yes, this is the designated reserve here, Tina. So there was a problem. There's quite a few houses quite close to here, and there was a lot of complaints to the local council because the numbers were growing and people were complaining that the bats were coming into their yards and you know, making mess and noise and what have you. And the council actively landscaped this park in such a way that the bats are attracted to these trees here. And there's an exclusion zone. I don't know how that works, apart from being maybe just bare grass. But they do manage to stay just in this area, which is amazing. So, sorry, I'm zoomed in. I realise that. Bear with me. I just want to... Sorry about that. That was not pleasant for you. So Rich is calling me over this side. We might get a better shot at them from over here. So yes, it was a problem. It was a problem for the locals who live here. It's a bit smelly here. I mean, I have to say, walking through here, it is a bit smelly. And of course, you do have to be careful that you don't actually come into contact with them. Oh gosh, we're really close here. Okay. All right, let me see. Where's a great one? It does, yeah. You get the smell here. All right, I want to try and see where I can zoom in on some. All right, are you seeing these guys here? I can see that guy's little face. Let's try going up a little bit. Oh, something disturbed that lot. I'm going to zoom out because give you a sense of the movement that's happening around here. Oh, he's calling me over here. Oh, look at that one up the top of that gum tree. Oh, that's a good shot of them hanging along that branch. Don't scare them. Are you scaring them? Don't scare them. That was a good shot of one flying. Did you see that one? Isn't this an amazing, absolutely amazing place?
I'll go get one.
Oh, Richard said he's going to go get one. All right, I think we'll finish up here, guys. We have tradespeople coming to the granny flat that we have to meet. And so we kind of have to head off. Let me see if I can get in close on that one there. It's just I can see the colour of it nicely. There we go. Look at that. Can we see his cute little face? Oh, look at that one there. Oh, he's so cute. All right, everyone. I think we'll finish up there. Did you enjoy it? Isn't it an amazing place? Isn't it? Oh, incredible. Absolutely incredible. And I'll just keep the camera running as we walk back towards the car. God, look at the top of that tree there. All right, okay. So what we need to do is we're gonna have a quick coffee back over by the river and then head back to Newcastle. We have to meet some tradespeople at the granny flat and Lauren's house. So we don't have a lot of time to kill, so that's why I needed to finish up. So I hope you enjoyed that, everybody. I really do. I think it's absolutely incredible that we can come to a place like this on the urban fringe and just see these incredible wild animals. Absolutely spectacular. All right, so on Sunday, my time, Sunday morning, so two days from now, I'll be going to see sunflowers. So I'm off to a town called Medowie, and there's a sunflower farm that has open gate on just that Sunday. So I'm going there. Let me turn the camera around, I'll talk to you. So, off to Medowie to see the sunflowers on Sunday. Monday morning I'm doing another YouTube premiere for part 2 of the sculpture by the sea at Bondi. That's the one where I took a spectacular fall. So you've already seen the outtakes. You've already seen the blooper reel. So come along on Sunday morning and see the whole show. And then a week from tomorrow, there's an air show. So we heard those fighter jets fly over as at the beginning of when we arrived here. There's an air show being put on by the Air Force at Newcastle, and it goes for about 2 hours. I'm going to try and see part of it. Set myself up in a spot where we can see the most spectacular aerobatic show, air show that's going on in Newcastle next Saturday, so that should be fun. Now the other thing is that I've got coming up, and this one will be ticketed, is the 4-wheel drive sand dune tour, and I just need to set it up through Buy Me a Coffee. As soon as I've got that set up, I'll let everyone know. I don't intend to put a high price on the ticket, but I do need to cover the cost of that tour. So it was a 4-wheel drive excursion out on the sand dunes, which I've been promising you all that I was going to do, and it was so much fun, and it's so beautiful out there. And I've set that up for 2 weeks from today. I think it's today, 26th I think I've made it, so maybe it's 2 weeks from Sunday. Anyway, it's about 2 weeks from now, and I just need to finish editing one of the videos and pop it all in, but the time slot has already been set aside, so I'll let you know as soon as I've got that up on Buy Me a Coffee. All right, thank you so much, everyone. I've really enjoyed having your company here this morning. We're about to head off and have a coffee. Let's see where. So there we are. We've just walked around this little park here. That's where the flying foxes were all located. And that's the road that heads back into town. We're literally across the road from the sporting field. Okay, thanks everyone. Bye for now.